Hey y'all, welcome to the channel, and since it's been about 6 months since I did last one of these, today we're going to be doing another vinyl tour. So I've got a stack of about 15 records over here that we're going to go through today. Some of them are records I bought myself, and some are records that I inherited, so some are kind of old, and I'm probably going to replace them in the future. Just a heads up in case you see a cover falling apart or anything like that. But with that being said, let's get into it. So the first record we have is the most recent record I bought, and an album that actually came out just this year in January, and that is ETDS, or Even the Devil Smiles, by IDK. The cover is, it's hideous, but I love it. It's such an interesting cover, and I don't know, I really love the oil painting aesthetic to it. But yeah, it's just like a hideous portrait. And getting into it, we have a little picture here of IDK on a motorcycle. And then on the back, we've just got a list of producers, people that worked on the album, as well as a track list over here. And then the record, I think the record's just a regular, drop everything. I think the record's just a regular black record. Nothing too special about that. Yeah, this copy isn't, anything crazy, but the album itself is really good. I definitely recommend you. Well, I think technically it's a mixtape, but regardless, I highly recommend you check this out. It's a great mixtape. Oh shit. Over here breaking stuff. But yeah, ETDS by IDK. I don't think I showed the back of the... Now the next record we have here, I actually bought the same day as ETDS, but I got this in the used section, so it's a little beat up. It's on the older side, but we have Time Has Come by the Chamber Brothers. This is an old 60s psychedelic rock album. And yeah, it's just incredible. This is an old used album, so I don't even know if there's any artwork or anything that comes with it. But yeah, there they all are on the back there. So the thing about them is all of them are brothers, actual brothers, and some of them were even old enough to be sharecroppers in the early 1900s, which is pretty wild. And yeah, there's no artwork or anything that comes with it, no extra artwork, and this is the record. It's in pretty good condition. I played it too, and it sounds really good. But yeah, this is a record I highly recommend, especially if you're into, psychedelic rock, and there's even a couple funk songs on there and some soul tracks. Yeah, it's got a lot to offer, and it's a great album. Next is one of the albums that I actually inherited, which is Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. And I like to keep the sticker on there because $8, if you can see that, which this is like a 4-disc album, so that is that's a lot. That's a lot for just $8. I don't know when this was actually bought, but clearly it was when records were a lot cheaper, because something like this would probably be, I don't know, $40 or $50 now. Especially because this is a collector album that's supposed to include 2 records, a Something's Extra bonus record, and a 24-page lyric booklet. And then you open it up, get this So it's opened up in the back here. Now, the unfortunate thing about this is I only have the 2 records. I can't find the bonus record. It came with like I probably got like 100 or so records all at once, and yeah, it came with a just big stack of them that I can't find. But I do have the lyric booklet, which is pretty cool. It's got the album cover on the front, and then when you open it up, it's actually got Stevie Wonder's signature right there. But yeah, and then it's just got the lyrics of all the songs on the album, and yeah, it's a huge album. It's of course a double album with a bonus record that's got I think 2 or 3 extra tracks on it, and every track is great, is amazing. So that's something that's it's hard to get an album with excuse me. It's hard to have an album with like 8 to 10 tracks and they all be good, let alone something with like I think 24 tracks. The vinyl's a little scratched up. It's pretty old again. I don't know when exactly it was bought, but yeah, just standard black vinyl. Nothing too crazy about it. Oh. I've got the other side here, the other disc, but again, I can't find unless it's in the loose records, because I probably really got like 150 to 200 records, more like it, because a lot of them are just loose records like this where they don't have a sleeve or a cover or anything. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out exactly where, or figure out if one of those is the bonus record to this album. I really hope so, because I'm not gonna pay, I don't know, I want to find just the bonus record by itself to buy secondhand, because I don't want to pay $40, $50, however much it's going to be, just to buy the entire new thing when all I need is that one disc. And this is in pretty good condition too. I don't think it needs to be, like, I don't think I need to replace it. I think it's in pretty good condition. I just need that bonus record so I can have all of the tracks on there. But yeah, as it stands, I'm missing bonus record, 2 tracks. Yep, missing Saturn Ebony Eyes and All Day Sucker, Easy Going Evening. But I still got like 20 something tracks to listen to, but I would prefer to have all of them, which I'm gonna be looking out for that. But yeah, Songs in the Key of Life. If you have not listened to this, then you are missing out. All right, next we have a pretty cool album by the band Fatback called Is This the Future? And one of the things that really even drew me into wanting this, it was one of the Inherited albums that's in great condition, but it was one of the first ones I listened to just because of the cover alone. That's one thing, if I'm going into an album blind, or if I have like a selection, or like, a couple of albums to choose from, the way I'll usually choose to listen to them first is, if I don't know anything about any of the artists, I'll go by the cover that interests me the most. So it is important to have a, unique and interesting album art, in my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't come with anything. Again, this is another one of the records I inherited. It's pretty old, but it is in good condition, as well as the cover itself. But yeah, I don't have any pictures or any artwork to go with it. There's the back of the album. But again, yeah, one of the things that really drew me into it was the cover. But yeah, it's a really cool, pretty trippy album that excuse me, that I definitely recommend listening to. Next is one of my personal favorite albums. Mainly, it's definitely a favorite because it came out when I was, I think the summer when I was going into 9th grade. So it was like just I listened to it a lot my first year of high school. And that is Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. And obviously I got the deluxe album, the one with the van on the front. That's the one I've always really listened to. I never really listened to the original one that just is like the picture of him as a baby at like the table with his family members and stuff. So yeah, you open it up and there's a track list with all the song credits for each of them, and then some pictures. I like how they're in like a Polaroid format. This is a pretty big album as well. It's another double album. Oh yeah, we got both the discs are just standard black discs. I don't think it comes with any extra artwork or anything. No extra artwork with this one. But yeah, no, this is an amazing album. It's probably my favorite Kendrick Lamar album. I mean, he's got pretty much all of his albums are amazing to varying degrees, but I know a lot of people call To Pimp a Butterfly like, one of the greatest albums ever, which is, I don't disagree with. Personally for me, Good Kid, Mad City is my absolute favorite album by him. And yeah, one of my favorite albums of the 2010s in general. So next is an album. This one was actually it was a Christmas gift that my dad got me. It was a stack of albums that probably about 50 albums maybe. And this one's a pretty cool prog rock album called Demons and Wizards by Uriah Heep. Of course, again, same with the Fatback album. Out of all the albums I listened to from the stack my dad got me, this was one of the first, mainly because of the cover. I'd never heard of them before, but yeah, the cover just really drew me in, so I wanted to listen to it, and it's a really cool album. And I think if you open it up, you can see the full picture on the front and back. So that's what we got there. The whole thing's in view. And then on the front, we just have lyrics to each of the songs. And there's no album or anything. It's pretty cool. This is an older album. It's got these like advertisements for all these other albums that came out around the same time. Probably not even really at the same time, just another albums they were trying to sell back then. But yeah, this is in pretty good condition. I don't know how old it is when it was pressed, but it's in great condition. It sounds good on the record player. But yeah, this is a definitely an album I recommend, especially if you're into prog rock, but really just in general. It's a really cool album. Jeez, if I don't break it. So this again was one of the albums I inherited, which is one of the more risky. I don't even know if I can show the cover on here, but it's by the Ohio Players, and it is Everybody Up. And the whole, I mean, I don't know if I can even show this, but the whole thing here, yep. A lot of their album covers were pretty risque like that. But they were a great band. and of course on the inside it's the same. And they're, I like how they're all over there looking at her like, yeah. And then of course next to the picture, it's just got a sort of list of the band members and what they play or contribute to the band. Oh, I don't have a little sleeve for this, but yep, that's really all there is with this album. I don't have a sleeve or any extra artwork or anything like that. But oh wait, what is that? There's something. Oh, okay. There's a sleeve in here, so I can keep it. Okay. Oh, my life's falling apart. Keep it in the sleeve. Oh, that's falling apart as well. But yeah, despite their heavy reliance on half-naked women to sell records, it is some really good music, and I definitely recommend you check it out. But yeah, that's Everybody Up. And next up, we have probably one of the best albums from the 90s, at least definitely one of the best rap albums, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, by, of course, Lauryn Hill. Miss Lauryn Hill, whatever you want to call her. I've always loved the album cover, how it's like her head carved into into like a school desk. And so we have this here. And then on the back, we have lyrics to each of the songs on this disc. Another picture here with same thing, lyrics to the songs on this disc. And yeah, despite it being a double album, it's just doesn't open up. It's just typical album cover. And yeah, both of the records are just your standard black. I don't know if I have much different colored records today. This is a must listen to if you're a fan of hip hop in any sense. It's a really good album, really great album. Listen to the Fugees too. They made some great music. They have a really awesome couple of albums as well. I accidentally grabbed two there. So this is one of the albums that's in kind of poor condition that I inherited, but it's one of the best albums of all time, really, which is Headhunters by Herbie Hancock. An incredible jazz fusion album. It's only 4 songs, but they're all really long, so it ends up being like a 40-minute album, I think. Oh, yeah, this is pretty delicate. It's falling apart here. Oh, look at that. And yeah, the the record itself is actually in pretty good condition. And I played all these on my record player, so I know that they all play good. They don't like skip or have any problems like that. But yeah, if you're remotely into jazz or jazz fusion, this is a really cool album where they blend a lot of genres like jazz and funk and soul. Next up, we have a really cool album that drew me in because of the cover, which is Jam in the Box by Bill Summers and Summer's Heat. But sometimes it's called Jam in the Box, sometimes it's called Jam the Box. I think if you look on Spotify, it's called Jam in the Box, but of course right here it says Jam the Box. Oh, I don't have a sleeve or anything, no artwork. This is another album I inherited. It's in pretty good condition. It is kind of coming apart there, but I mean, really the rest of it is in great condition. It's the record itself. It's not too beaten up. I'm gonna say I recommend this record, but I mean, really, I recommend all these. That's why I own them. So next is another great album of the 2010s, Because the Internet by Childish Gambino. The back is pretty cool there. Oh, there's another double album where it doesn't open up or anything, it just slides out. Oh, we do have some artwork though. Oh. Okay, we've got this. And then we've got the track list over here, as well as all the credits. And what is this? Oh, the sleeves are pretty cool. I like that. And I think the records are pretty. Yeah, the records are standard black records. Nothing too special about those. Really cool album. I love this album, and I, you know, definitely recommend it if you're into like alternative rap. It's really shiny. That's what I was looking at earlier. It's like so shiny, it's almost holographic, but it's not holographic. I don't think it is. But I can like literally see myself in the album. It's so shiny. So next we have Flirting with Disaster by Molly Hatchet. Really cool southern rock album. And this one's in pretty good condition too. This is another one I inherited. Doesn't come with any artwork, but it does have a sleeve at least. It's a really cool album, and I always think of this band, or when I think of this band, I always think of that 70s show, because the first time I ever heard of them was when Kelso got that girl pregnant at the Molly Hatchet concert. Pretty cool band. Definitely a great album, but I can't seem to get in here right now. There we go. Yeah. Flirting with Disaster, Molly Hatchet. All right, next we had the fourth and what is looking like the final album of the group, or the duo, Run the Jewels, which is of course Run the Jewels 4, or just RTJ 4. Each if you're not familiar with Run the Jewels, but each album is different, just solid colored background, and then a different design of the gun's point of the gun hand pointing at the other hand that's supposed to be handing over a chain. It's sort of like their logo, and this is essentially how all their album covers look. But this is the fourth one, and seemingly the last one, because it's been about, yeah, this came out in 2020, so it's been 6 years now. And they seem like they're all into like making their alcohol drinks now, so they got like a company or whatever, and they've been making stuff with that. So it seems like they kind of stopped making music, but Run the Jewels is pretty cool. They're a duo made up of LP there. He's one of the rappers and the producer, and then Killer Mike. So LP is from New York, Killer Mike's from Atlanta, and yeah, they formed in like 2012, I think, or 2010, something like that. And they made some pretty incredible albums. All four I love. Some more than others. Run the Jewels 3 is probably my favorite. But this one's great too. There's really something to love about all of them. Yeah, this is I think their last album, unless they decide to make more music. So there's some artwork in there. Okay, we got, I think, a lyric booklet right here. So it's got that, and then the track list there. Lyric booklet. That's pretty cool. I think these records are, if I'm not mistaken, yep. So these are Pink records. That's pretty cool. And it's a double album, so there's 2 discs, and yeah, both are pink like this. I think that's the only one I have today with a color like that. It's a really cool album. Really cool duo. I highly recommend you check them out. Definitely check out LP's underground group from the 90s called Company Flow, and definitely their album Fun Crusher Plus. Some really cool like underground 90s New York hip hop. So next up here, I already took it out of the plastic sleeve there, but next we have another one that was inherited to me, and it's kind of peeled off on the side there, but it's the self-titled Hot record. They were a girl group from the 70s and 80s, I believe. But yeah, this is a really, really great album. It's, I think the only thing in good condition is probably the record itself. The sleeves falling apart, the covers falling apart. The record's pretty good. It's pretty scratched up. It plays good. From what I've heard, the scratches don't affect it too much. But geez, this whole thing is falling apart. I feel like this sleeve here is like about to disintegrate. But yeah, definitely check this album out. It is really cool. Great album. They're all great. That's why, again, I don't know why I keep saying that. That's why I own them. That's why I'm showing them off here. I wouldn't be showing them off if I didn't think that they were, great albums. All right, and this is the 15th record we have here today, which is Beastie Boys, To the Five Boroughs. This is their album from, I think, 2004, believe it or not. This is actually one of my favorite albums by them. One, I always loved the cover of just like the hand-drawn New York City. This album feels like it feels almost like newspaper. That's the inside, which has all the lyrics to each of the songs on there. Let's see if there's any artwork. Oh, that's right. That's cool. Okay, so yep. This is a blue record. It's kind of a marble blue too. I don't know if you can really see that, but yep. Knew I saved this one for last for some reason. Yeah, that is really cool. I don't know. I love how you can get them in different colors and everything. Adds a little pop to the collection. I really like the blue records themselves. That's really cool. To the Five Boroughs, it's the whole album itself is really like a love letter to New York City. And yeah, it's a great album. One of my favorite by them. Definitely, probably not as good as their debut or anything like that, but it's still, in my opinion, a great album. But that's all the records I've got for you today. This is the third vinyl tour I've done so far. We're starting to make a tiny little dent into my overall record collection, so there's going to be plenty more of these videos to come. So if you like to stick around and look at all the records I've got, all of which I recommend, so if you're looking for recommendations as well, check any of them out. They're all great albums. But yeah, thanks for sticking around till the end. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.